Alright, next one. Because it's only like 9 o'clock, so...
Yeah, that was finished pretty quick.
I was actually kind of shocked, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Just because... What's going on here?
Oh, yeah, I get it.
Get the night
I can't see anything.
The sun looks extremely dark in here.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, no, the wish for money. That's all I would want.
That's all you need.
Mm-hmm.
Money can fulfill most wishes. Most reasonable wishes.
What is it? Money can't buy happiness. Buys a wave runner.
Yeah, right.
Try to frown on a wave runner.
It's true. I've been on one. It was okay.
I had a decent time.
Yeah, it was kind of terrifying because it was my first time. I don't like driving weird stuff.
Oh, yeah, no, it's terrifying shit.
Especially over water.
Yeah. Yeah, especially at high speeds on water.
Yeah, no, I was good. It's not something I'd probably do again.
No. I could probably, see why.
Yeah.
I do remember how I almost died on a, well, I don't know if I almost died, but, sand, one of those dune buggies on the sands.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Josh was driving and he drove too fast over a dune and we went, like, tumbling down the other side.
Nah, you were fine.
We flew and shit. It was crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, you're in a big cage in one of those things.
Yeah, no, you never know.
Yeah. It's basically just a roll bar with wheels on it and an engine. That's what a dune buggy is.
Yeah.
So...
Luckily, everyone had.
Well, roll cage, my bad.
Yeah.
Not a bar, but...
I know what you
mean, it has at least one bar.
Look, I know what you meant.
Yeah. I was clearing it out for chat.
Mm-hmm. But it was a interesting experience, to say the least.
Right. Also, chat, I once did an AutoCAD design for a roll cage that I was paid enough money for to buy my PS3 with.
Look at you.
I know, right? Should have stayed in engineering, even though I hated it. All you have to do is draw whatever they tell you, I guess. But I don't know. I was like, I'm not excited.
I mean,
I didn't know you could do planograms for stores. Like, that's I would way rather have been the guy who drew planograms for the stores.
Yeah, AutoCAD's an interesting machine.
Yeah.
I did that a lot in like high school as well, but yeah, it's like, you just type in numbers and...
Yeah, it's pretty by the book.
Yeah. That's why I couldn't get into it. I just was like, this is like interesting, but I don't think, like how like, my brother, his explanation for why he got out of doing CS instead of just going into teaching was like, he was like, this seems like a hobby.
What is CS? What?
Computer science.
Computer science, okay. I was like, Counter-Strike?
Yeah. The reason
That's what CS means in my head.
The reason he didn't stay in Counter-Strike for his college degree...
Oh, thank you, Jamie.
Was because it was like, people would talk about how much they love coding, and now like, man, I wake up every day, I fucking want to code some shit, and he's just like, wow,
I want the code inside of me.
Yeah, and he's just like, wow, that's definitely not who I am, so better get out of this before it gets too far in.
Yeah, right.
And then, decided to be a teacher instead.
Makes sense.
And now he
is a teacher.
As a teacher, dealing with all of the wonderful children that I'm sure exist somewhere in this world.
Right.
Just
yeah, even when I was out shopping, there were some kids screaming about something. I was like, man, I'm going to channel my inner Jamie right now. Close my legs even tighter. I just always think of that. Jamie with the perfect phrasing on that.
Oh, yeah. It's perfect, yeah. It's all-encompassing. It fits any role, any gender.
Ash says the computer science thing. She says, that sounds like all my CS buddies. That's really funny.
Oh man, I just fucking
yeah, she says coding. Daniel really be coding for fun after he gets out of work, where he codes all day.
Yeah. weird. It's kind of like how I draw every day.
Yeah.
Even when I'm not working on a project. Still be like, oh man, I did a lot of drawing today. You know what I should do to reward myself? More drawing.
More drawing.
As a treat.
Yeah, right. As a reward to myself for drawing, I think I'll draw some.
I think I'll draw.
Yeah. That's what I'll do.
That's how you know the job's for you.
It's true.
If you're gonna continue to do it, even if it's like, you know, you're off the clock and you don't have to do it anymore and you want to do it, and then it means it's good for you.
Right.
Which is why it makes it so much harder for me to sit down and play games too, because like, man, especially when like, because games are tough because like, regardless of if they have like a lot of reviews saying it's a good game, things like that, you just might not be into it, and you're like playing it because you're like, well, they say it's good. Maybe I need to get to a certain point, and then suddenly it'll be good. Yeah, and that's 300 hours later, and you're like, man, this game fucking sucked, and I still fucking played it.
They told me Darling in the Franxx was good. The end credits are rolling, and I'm still waiting for the good part. That was like me when I watched The Blair Witch in theaters as a kid, and I was like waiting for the scary part all movie, and then the movie ended, and I was just like very confused because this was like the first time I had ever truly experienced the hype machine. You know? I was like, wait, that was the movie? Like, this wasn't that scary, you know? And I'm like, I have to be older than 10 because I already went to Disney World, but probably somewhere around 10 or 11 maybe. I don't know. It's got to be something like that.
Oh, that's actually really nice to do it like this. Just don't draw any.
Just don't draw anymore?
Yeah.
Have them guess who the character is?
Yeah, if you can fucking... If you can't guess who this fucking character is, with all of that...
You never watched Yu-Gi-Oh!
You just didn't watch Yu-Gi-Oh!
You just never watched Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah.
Yeah, you just didn't watch Yu-Gi-Oh! That's all that means.
It was like that Ushikon quiz where they tried to make the characters hard to figure out, but it didn't matter how pixely they made them. They were just like so iconic.
Yeah. That's why we talk about character design. Character design, they want to have a good, unique silhouette. Like, you could fucking... Like, all the Who's That Pokemon shit, you want to be able to do that with any character.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who's this random character? Why, that's fucking Goku. I'd recognize that hair anywhere.
And if it's John, they're like, well, that's Lieutenant Nobody. He was killed in one panel in the 87th chapter of Berserk.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Doesn't matter who it is. John will
I recognize them anywhere.
Sean will be like, yeah. Sean's like, yeah, I fucking know any of these people. Like, how's no one getting this?
Yeah, this is so easy. It's the easiest game I've ever played. You know?
Yeah. If we ever somehow manage to find ourselves into a pub trivia night or any sort of thing, we're bringing John with us.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Especially if it's anime pub.
John is coming to the anime thing. Yeah, definitely.
Anyone who gets John on their team, easy win.
Yeah. It's going to be hard. It's going to have to be something he has not seen at all.
Yeah.
Like, it has to be something he's not seen one bit of. The category is going to have to be like Otome games, you know?
And then you ask Ellen to come join you.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Well, you won't know the category beforehand.
I know.
You know, but... So John won't have the advantage there.
Maybe that's why you just bring Ellen along just in case.
Oh, I mean, if it was like, depending on how big the team was, we could easily like do a pretty good anime thing. Because I think it was just like, what, you, me, and Mike, and we were doing pretty good at the table we were sitting at?
Yeah.
We did like alright.
Yeah.
There was some really obscure, weird stuff I didn't know. Or like, it was rough because they'd play like some shit in dub, and I'm like, I don't know who the fuck this is.
Yeah, because some of the dubs, like, that was... Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah, that got me when they were like, name the character, but they played their dub voice. I'm just like, This could be anybody.
Yeah, because, like, dub character... You're like, dub? Those people fucking voice, like, 10 characters.
All right. Oh, Ellen says Sabrina would be perfect for trivia, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like, I'm convinced that, like, the four of us could go.
And if we got John to be 5, yeah, we could go tear some shit up.
Yeah, it's like Family Feud, but anime.
Yeah, we could definitely tear some shit up.
It would be funny, though, because we're, like, going to be actually trying not to be cringe while we're there, too. Because, you know, if it's Family Feud, the host is going to try to tell
Oh, my God, that's right. Family Feud is so cringy. It's either cringy or, like, it's Richard Dawson and he's really touchy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, the OG, like, Family Feud with him in it. It's like every girl, he's, like, all on them and he gives them a kiss and everything. I mean, it was a different time, but...
Yeah. It
was probably still weird.
It was definitely still, like, they'd probably talk about that. They'd be like, hey, man, don't go to Family Feud if you're a woman, man. Don't do it.
It's like, they're just like...
Unless you're, like, really...
They're probably just like, hey, look, he might be a little handsy. Just whatever, you know?
Richard, like, anyone who's, like, talking, like, you know... Richard Dawson's, like, just, like... known for all this shit.
Yeah,
and it's like
yeah.
warning you. It's like, whoa, man, you want to go there? It's like, yeah, man, Richard Dawson's fucking hot. Like, yeah, of course I want to go. I want him to fucking put his hands all over me, man.
That's his name, right? Yeah, Richard Dawson. Yeah, because he was great, because he was also the host guy in Running Man, I think, right?
It's been a while, but probably, yeah.
I only watched Family Feud when Richard Karn was the host. I've never even heard of this guy, and now I just imagine him as the Planeswalker Karn from Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, that's what I thought, too.
So he was a large robot, it must seem. I'm going to type this in Google and see what this guy looks like. The Steve Harvey ones are generally especially cringy.
Yeah. It's not usually...
Oh, the guy from Home Improvement. Okay.
And to be fair, it's not...
he was what? Al?
Yeah.
Co-host? Yeah. I forgot he did Family Feud.
And to Steve Harvey's defense,
Yeah.
it's not usually him who's being cringy. It's usually all the guests.
That's true.
Usually he's only cringy on his talk show.
Yeah.
And the guests are as well.
Yeah, it's always the guests whenever it's Steve Harvey involved, because Steve Harvey lives for it.
It's true.
Steve Harvey is there for it. He wants the cringe. He thinks
He really does.
He lives for it. Like, my God, some of the interviews you see with him talking, he just, like, wants it. He's just like, yeah. Say the cringe, do it.
He's eating it up.
Yeah, he just loves it.
He's eating it up.
He's like, oh, yes, this will make me $1 million fucking dollars.
Mm-hmm.
This will keep me on air for at least another few years.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, no, he's not cringe. He just lets it happen.
That's true.
But yeah, also...
At least on Family Feud.
But yeah, if it's an anime Family Feud sort of scenario, I'm pretty sure also the host that's going to be running it is going to try to make it cringe as well. Just because that's the nature of the beast.
Mm-hmm.
It's also anime. But we'll still win. We just have to make it through.
We could probably win, yeah.
Make it through all the psychic damage.
Mm-hmm. We asked 100 anime fans, what is the most overrated anime?
Oh, man. Oh, man. Actually,
right? We talked about this before, in the car when we were coming home, right?
Yeah.
But we didn't mention this on stream, right?
No.
Yeah, we were, because the person who interviewed us at the Lantern Festival, we were talking about other questions they should have asked.
Yeah, then one of the
and they didn't ask us what we thought was overrated, which would have been pretty funny.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking about it too, because we never actually said what we thought would be the overrated anime. And
well, he didn't ask it to us officially. We were just talking.
Well,
about
we never talked.
person.
We never talked about which ones we think.
Oh, yeah. I think we just were talking about questions.
Yeah, we
right?
never like answered said questions.
Yeah, we didn't answer some of the ones we said for ourselves.
Because yeah, like thinking about what is the most overrated anime.
I'm probably just snapping off like either DBZ or Attack on Titan. Depends on the crowd, but yeah.
Yeah, it really depends on the crowd.
Depends on the crowd.
Because like I can imagine Naruto would probably be.
Oh yeah, Naruto is definitely like a good answer.
Like you could.
But I feel like DBZ has gotta be like the most correct answer.
Nah.
Like again, it all depends on the 100 people they found.
Yeah, because like anime is so.
And anime is so varied. That's why it has to be like one everyone knows. Because they'll know it because, like, everyone talks about it and they don't care about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Show me Jujutsu Kaisen. You know, I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Because that's just, like, one of those things, like because a million fucking anime come out, like,
it
now.
could be, like, like you said, like, someone could say that just because it's popular now. Like, Demon Slayer could be, like, a huge answer just because it's popular now.
Yeah.
And again, this depends on the crowd you ask. So yeah, that could make like anime Family Feud could be pretty rough just because like you might not even like in your mind you have an answer to this and those 100 people might never have even seen the fucking show you're talking about.
Yeah. So I have to keep it like your answer is very generic.
Yeah.
Or it would have to be like if it is like Ushikon where everyone's 18 and up.
Oh yeah, now if it was there, you'd have a much better idea of what to say.
Yeah. Yeah, because like a bunch of kids are there. I'm like, fuck, I don't fucking know, man. Every fucking kid loves Demon Slayer, but they're not going to tell me that it's like overrated.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they might if you were at a place like Ushikon.
Yeah, Ushikon.
Someone might say like, "Oh, it's overrated."
Yeah.
Were we gonna turn these back on?
Yeah, I am gonna turn these back on.
Oh, I forgot you have the eyes in the back.
Yeah, I just wanted to separate them out.
No, I feel you. Yeah, so that'd be interesting.
Well, chat, what do you think is the most overrated anime? Let's hear your thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
Let's poll you. You're all anime fans, I think.
Yeah, everyone here who's listening, most overrated anime right now.
Ellen,
all time,
for Ellen, I'm gonna say right now, something
JoJo?
other than JoJo because that's too obvious. I know you better than that. You can do better.
Just say JoJo.
Yeah, right.
She's already typed it. The delay just hasn't got here yet.
Yeah.
She says, "Please don't speak for me." That's fucking funny.
No, that's fine. It's funny.
Mm-hmm. Ash says, "I don't really think about most overrated that often, to be honest." Yeah, no, that's why we were thinking about it. Because, like I said, like, he did have some questions that we had to think about a lot, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, if he'd have asked us that, it probably would have taken a bit. I'm just thinking about it because we were talking about it. So, like, we had, like, a bit of a discussion, I think. Not like, we didn't pick a definitive answer. Because we had a car ride home that was, what, about 4 hours, right? 4.5 hours from that place?
Yeah, 3.5 hours.
3.5 hours. So, like I said, there was a point where we were talking about questions we thought would also be good to ask. And that was one of them. Let's see. Ash says, when I hear people call stuff overrated, it usually just people complaining about shows just because they're popular. Yeah, that's true. She says, which is kind of tiring.
Fair.
But, I mean, that is kind of the question, though.
Yeah, which is why I was like, oh.
I mean, it's an opinion. It's not a fact, you know?
That's why I was like, interesting, just that wasn't a question that was asked in this interview. And then,
yeah.
like, what would you do if this was a question on Family Feud?
Yeah, because That's what it would be if it was a question on Anime Family Feud. You'd have to think like, oh, well, what would someone say?
Mm-hmm.
But no, I normally don't think in terms of using the word overrated a lot either. I usually just would, someone asks me about some show, I'm just like, well, I haven't watched it, or I don't plan on watching it, or, that kind of thing.
Or it's like with Darling in the Franxx, where you watch the first episode and you're like, this is terrible, and then everyone talks about how great it is, and you're like, I'm not seeing it. Maybe something's wrong with me.
Yeah, it must have been 100 episodes in when it got good. It's like that Book Girl show where we tried watching it, remember? And we all just kind of hated the main character. And then, but I hear a lot of people like it. And then, what was it, Corbin? Didn't he say he just skipped ahead 5 or 6 episodes?
It was 3 episodes. It wasn't that crazy.
Okay, I thought he said he skipped 5 episodes and then it was better.
He skipped 3 episodes.
Okay. Yeah, he was like, I skipped ahead and she was much more tolerable.
Yeah. It was a good 3 episodes before it was a watchable show, apparently. Where did my water bottle go? It's on this side. Why? But yeah, so.
She says, but if you want my opinion, probably every popular harem isekai. Oh, definitely.
Shield Hero.
I could easily agree with that opinion.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be one. Maybe I put Rising of the Shield Hero. I don't know. Again, because also anime is weird too. Because there's a difference
between overrated, between thinking something is quote overrated and just not liking it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I get that.
Because overrated just basically implies you don't like it. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna paint the whole background?
No, not all of it. I'm just gonna
it's
because
it already means it's something you don't like.
Yeah, it's just not gonna have all of the.
Oh, I see.
It's just gonna be kind of like a cloud.
I got you. Yeah, because it would be weird for someone to say oh, I really like this show, but I think it's overrated. You know?
I could probably hear someone saying that. I think
I've heard that, but it's not
It's not. That's not common. That's not.
It's not common for someone to say that.
Yeah, and someone's like, I really like the show. I think it's a little overhyped, but it's great. I enjoy it.
Yeah, it's not that common that they would just say that out of nowhere, you know?
Yeah, usually if someone says it's overhyped, because I hate it,
Yeah.
Very interesting. Because, a lot of the people that do say stuff is overhyped, they just really actually just don't like it because it's popular, and they just want to be cool and be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, yeah, I get it, man. You're unique. You're a fucking hipster.
Mm-hmm.
You invented anime. I got it, man. I got it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I feel like I'd say, I just don't get what people see in that show before I would even use the phrase overrated.
Yeah.
Just because overrated isn't normally a term I use. But it seems like a question that would be asked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For some reason, it just feels like it's something that they would ask.
What were some of the other questions that we thought they should have asked us?
Oh, shit, I don't remember. For some reason, that's the only one I can remember off the top of my head.
There's some interesting, because I remember we thought of some interesting ones,
Yeah.
Most memorable scene, or stuff that you would put into an award ceremony. I think was a lot of the questions we had thought would be better questions to ask.
Yeah, that or it's anime you've watched double-digit number of times.
That's a good question. I don't think I've ever reached double digits on certain anime shows.
It's only movies for me that I've watched double digits, for sure.
For sure, yeah.
Like, for sure, I have watched Ninja Scroll double-digit number of times. That's a known thing. There's no way I haven't watched that movie more than 10 times. Or at least, like, less than 10 times. That's the way to put that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I've definitely seen that movie 10 times or more. Same with Akira. For sure. Millennium Actress, for sure. This is looking pretty cool. Because, yeah, it's tough to watch, like, an entire show.
Yeah, double digit.
Double-digit number of times. I probably watched Slayers Season 1 and Season 2 close to that much at least. Just because I would put that show on... Because remember I said I had, like, almost all of it on one VHS?
Mm-hmm.
So I would just put... Mostly I would only use that one VHS and just use it as background noise all the time. Because it's like... Why am I gonna, like, put anything else on when I can just put Slayers on? It's already in the VCR, you know? So, like, the first 20 episodes of Slayers, Season 2 and Season 1 for sure, I've definitely seen that many times. The last few episodes that were on a separate tape, I have watched less, because I would have had to change the tape in the VCR.
Reasonable.
I have not yet watched End of Evangelion double-digit number of times, but I feel like I will be at some point.
Oh yeah, that's easy.
Easily.
Yeah, that's easy.
Easily. Although I fell asleep halfway through because I was just too tired while we were at that Airbnb.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to hear the song like really bad, and it's like, yeah, I could have went to YouTube and watched it, but I can watch the whole movie right here. Although it was fun to watch all those episodes of Cardcaptor Sakura.
Oh, I can imagine, yeah.
While I was just out there. I was like, yes, get him, Sakura.
It's another one that'd be worth what you're watching, probably.
Oh, yeah, that show's great. I could always rewatch that show. I feel like I probably watched, like, at least the first 2 or 3 seasons of Ranma double-digit times. Because I would just put those on a lot, too. And showing other people Ranma back in, like, middle school and high school.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I got to that many times, but I definitely at least watched the first season like 5+ times, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was also not that long.
No.
So it is easy to like go through on a weekend. Like you go over to your friend's house who hasn't seen it. And then you just watch the whole thing over the weekend.
Yeah. I mean, it was like 5 minutes to dry. So, one sec. I'm going to check an email real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do not want to accidentally smear this.
Mm-hmm.
Just whoosh. A request? Someone sent me a photo.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's Coco Shows. It was this random person that followed us earlier.
Hmm.
That was like, Oh, hey, we've got a show. That's in... Okay, yeah, I was wondering about that. Because it was a show that followed us, and I'm like... They sent me text messages of photos, and I'm like, They want artists. It's a one-day event, December 17th.
Where's that?
Lancaster, Texas.
How far away is that from here? I'll Google that.
I have no clue.
Let's see. Lancaster directions. That is... Oh, actually, that's pretty close. It's like not even an hour away.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, yeah, I would definitely go to that.
Yeah, Jamie says Lancaster is south of Dallas. Yeah, that's what the map's showing me, so... I had no idea. I feel like I had heard of it, but I had no idea where it's at. It's like DeSoto adjacent, it looks like.
Oh, okay, gotcha. December 17th, Winter Art Market. I mean, it's a one-day thing. Are we busy that weekend?
That I don't know.
That is what I'm going to check real quick.
But to only drive an hour, I would hella go to a show.
Well, if we're not in Holiday Matsuri just yet. It's the same weekend as that.
Oh.
But if we're not in Holiday Matsuri, I mean, having a show is, better than no show.
Yeah, but if you have to pay them up front now, then that might be an issue.
Because obviously I'd rather be in a home at.
Yeah. That's close to dry. There. Alright, cool. Alright. With his gaydar.
I love that shit.
My gaydar. It's off the charts.
Mm-hmm.
It was a different time back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, is it like a new show, I guess?
Oh, yeah, it's new.
Okay.
They're like trying to get people to be.
Yeah.
It's like that New Wave Expo people that were talking to us at Delta H.
Uh-huh.
And then they apparently they've been asking artists everywhere for stuff. But people have been asking, how many people have been to your shows before? And they'll always dodge that question.
Yeah.
Which you're like, nah, that's never a good sign. And then they're like, promise you the moon, and you're like, it's too much. I don't believe you.
Mm-hmm.
I can't trust that.
Yeah, no way.
I know better than to trust that now. Like, not to the offense of the person that tried to get us into Hub City Comic Con, or to the people who said that we were gonna do well at DreamCon, things like that. Some people just don't know.
Yeah, they just don't know. They just are like, oh, I like this. It should do well, that kind of thing.
Because I like this. And
yeah, if I like this, it'll work.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, actually it didn't,
Yeah. But
so it's like when you're buying a gift for someone and you're like, oh, they're going to love this. And then they see it and they have that look,
Yeah. Yeah, and they're being polite and trying to pretend that they like it, and you appreciate it.
Like, they didn't get it for you because they thought you'd hate it, you know?
Yeah. They didn't get it to you because it was like out of some malicious intent. There was like, it's like, a grandparent that gets you a thing, 'cause they heard you like anime.
Yeah, exactly.
And then they give you like anime? Here's Solar Adventure.
Yeah, little Timmy's into anime, Here's Veggie Tales, like that,
Yeah. This is anime with a good Christian message.
Yeah. This is a good Christian anime. I like Veggie Tales,
Anime is.
Yeah.
Veggie Tales.
Yeah, so they weren't trying to be rude or insane.
They just don't know. They just
didn't know.
They just didn't know.
They thought you'd like it. They liked it.
And then, here we are. We're all looking foolish.
Mm-hmm.
We got our pants on the ground. How much, by the way, how much did they have to censor of Bakura's deck?
I know Dark Necrofear, the baby is not there if I remember correctly.
Yeah, because I remember, they even say, because I remember in the anime, they say he has an occult deck in the English 4Kids version.
Oh, okay, I never got that far.
Which is so bizarre to me.
Yeah.
Because he's like, when he's fighting the zombie kid.
Yeah.
And that trio, and he's like, my deck is an occult deck.
Oh, interesting.
And he's
I never watched that far in English.
Yeah, well, it's just like, it's on TV, so...
Yeah. No, I'm not hating.
I know you're not hating, I'm just telling you, this is like, it's on TV, so...
Yeah, I just never saw an episode that far, I don't think.
And, I'm just like, man, what the fuck? They just said a cult. Like, what happened?
Yeah.
Mommy, what's a cult?
Right.
Sweetie, why are you watching this hellspawn of a show? Yeah, 4Kids is wild, man.
Mm-hmm.
I've been seeing, that meme where it's like, why does X person call you baby girl?
What? I don't know that meme.
There's a meme where it's like two people in a car,
Uh-huh.
and one person's like, hey, why does X person call you baby girl? And the other person's like, why don't we stop talking for a little while?
That's funny. No, I've never seen this meme.
Yeah, there was one with Rio Bakura, regular Bakura, talking to the Millennium Ring. And it's like, hey, why does Merrick call you baby girl?
That's really funny.
Why don't we stop talking for a little while? Yeah, I saw that and I was like, this is a good meme for me.
That's funny. No, I've never seen this meme. That does sound pretty funny, though.
Why does X person call you baby girl?
Yeah, that is pretty funny.
I think we should stop talking for a little bit.
Yeah, right.
Why don't we play the quiet game?
The quiet game.
thought we would put on an episode of Zork and Pals.
Now we're talking. Cannot go wrong with Zork and Pals.
It was also really funny how many times Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridged was actually taken down.
Yes, I do remember that several times.
Mm-hmm. You're just like, my god, this is insane. How much they actually cared about it. Because it was like not for profit. I don't think he was making any money off of it at the time, too.
Yeah, I don't remember. But, like, I mean, that's just how it is on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Like, YouTube's a rough place.
Yeah. That it is. Seems you wanted to be a creator. Mm-hmm.
And another manga I still gotta finish is Inuyasha. I only have like half of it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Blue seems a little dark.
Yeah. It's not dark, it's saturated is the word.
That's the word I'm looking for, yeah. It's like grayer usually or whatever.
I do love his appearance when he first shows up. It's like, my favorite card is the Change of Heart.
Yeah, right.
Don't worry, nothing about me is at all suspicious.
Yeah.
Because they didn't have that part where they do the D&D game in the original anime, do they? In Season 0?
I think they do. I thought they had something very similar. I know that. Yeah, no, I think they have that.
Do they? Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have that.
Again, I don't remember. I just know.
I know there's a part. I'm pretty sure they have that, but it's been a long time since I've seen that. Where is like an episode guide or something?
I just didn't know if they had like in Season 0 or not.
Yeah, it should be. It's
I don't-
near the end.
Yeah, it's supposed to be the thing that like bridges right into Duel Monsters.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's like the actual last thing that they do in the manga before they go into fighting Pegasus.
Yeah. They play. It says they play this game Monster World, which I'm pretty sure was the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, have their souls trapped in figurines against Bakura. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, no, I remember that happening.
Okay, I didn't. I
Yeah.
I don't really. I never watched Season 0, so.
I've only watched it once.
Yeah. I just only watched that shitty movie with the
with the kid, the wiener kid with the red eyes.
Yeah, it's the only time I've ever watched anything season 0.
Ouch, man, I feel bad.
And it was because it was like randomly like, hey man, if you haven't watched this movie, you should. It was like one of those like online things where they're like, bro, this thing is a piece of shit and you need to watch it.
Yeah. No, I feel you.
So I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. I have no interest in really watching any of season 0 anyway. Like, so might as well just watch this movie.
If you read it, it's basically the same, except there's like an extra girl added in.
Yeah, because that extra girl was just like there for that one chapter in the manga.
Yeah, like it's not like it's bad or anything. It's just kind of, you know. Like I'd watch it again just for fun, but. I do like the opening though.
Kawaii-da.
Yeah. It's got like weird CG stuff in the opening.
It does, yeah.
Yeah, it's got like some 3D rendered stuff.
Oh, also, there might be good subtitles for Edge Runners now.
Oh, nice.
So I downloaded some episodes. I'm gonna see how they. I'm probably gonna watch it like tonight, just one episode, and see how it is. Because people were saying like that. This torrent says that there was like some stuff was fixed and everything. So I'll probably watch it and then I'll see what I thought. Like if this, I'll watch just part of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just like, do these subtitles suck? You know?
Yeah.
Because like I said, people were saying the subtitles were terrible. Or at least it's because they were dub titles, so they didn't match the Japanese.
At all.
And like, that would definitely bother me.
Oh, yeah.
If it's obvious, you know? It's like the whole thing with like, if you watch the official JoJo release where it's subtitled, it still says the other stand name, despite you can clearly hear it in Japanese.
Yeah. Sticky fingers!
Yeah, and then the subtitle just says Zipper Man, and you're like, I'm pretty sure he said that in English, you know?
Yeah.
It's that weird disconnect.
Yeah.
It's that or like, what is it? It's really funny when you watch the subtitles and they're not matched to the dub.
Oh, yeah.
Those are funny too. Because I remember like the Black Lagoon one was like that. Because we were at a con and it came on in English and we were just like, dude, put it on in Japanese. Everyone was like, subtitles, like that. And so whoever was running the thing, they were just like, fine. And they just turned the subtitles on, but they didn't change the audio to Japanese.
Yeah.
So they were like swearing on so much and everything, but the subtitles were like relatively normal dialogue.
Mm-hmm. Damn, you know what I should have ordered as well?
What?
One more of these.
Oh, some more whiteout? Yeah.
So yeah, that one's something you just cannot find inside them.
Yeah, you told me that. Like, you've been looking around for it, but you never see it in person.
Yeah. Oh, well. Mine.
You're right.
Sailor V.
Has anyone in chat seen the new Cyberpunk show? I heard it's really good.
Yeah, even Hideo Kojima said it was good.
Damn, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. And he's the reason we started watching Licorice Recoil.
Yeah.
Which is definitely this generation's Gunslinger Girl.
Yeah.
Like 1000%.
Yeah, that and also just like I can totally see why Hideo Kojima liked it.
Oh yeah, the first episode right off the bat just screams Kojima.
Yeah, just like I've seen this. I know.
Yeah,
I know everything that's going on here.
Yeah, the government is training these killers, and there's all this other stuff and political intrigue. Yeah, this is Kojima.
Yeah, it's just like it's got his fucking name all over it.
Oh yeah.
Alright, and there we go.
Let's see. Okay, no, nobody's seen it in chat yet. Yeah, I've heard it's really good. Apparently, even the dub is really good too.
Yeah, they got like the A-list.
Yeah, I'm just not a big dub person. Because it's also in Studio Trigger, so like, I don't know, I want to watch it in Japanese. These look really good next to each other, though. Legendary duel right here. That never happened.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think that should ever happen. I think Joey would get his fucking ass handed to him.
Right? This Joey looks great. We got the cover we just finished up over there. But yeah, I remember, speaking of Edge Runners, like I said, when I heard the project was announced, I was not that hype. But then once they started showing trailers, I was just like, holy shit, this is just an 80s anime, like made now. That's what it looked like in the trailer. It just got like that pure 80s like hyper violence kind of like it's just like a very raw anime. Like it totally fits as like a 1987 OVA or some shit.
Yeah.
It's like an OVA that would be made between 84 and 87. Like the vibe I got from like all of that shit going on.
Yeah, it looks great, and the reviews have been pretty good. But I definitely just want to see it for myself before I like make any judgment calls. I do like the character designs, like the concept of everything that's been shown from the trailers I'd seen. Like, I'm in.
Yeah.
Even the cat's in.
Yeah, he says yes. We should watch it.
Yeah. Are we watching anything else tonight, though? Like, are we going to try to catch up on Dawn Brothers? Or, I don't know what Sabrina's schedule.
I don't know, because it's already 10 o'clock. If Sabrina is, like, off tomorrow night, we could just watch it tomorrow night, and we could watch all the episodes. Because I think we're, like, 3 episodes behind or something.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay.
So we'll probably go inquire about that.
Yeah, sounds good.
But yeah, no, these look really good.
Yep, next one is the Jade and Yuki, and we'll go from there. Because we got about 3 streams left in the Patreon poll rewards for Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh, yeah, in the month? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let me see, there's... Because what's today? Today's Wednesday, right?
Yeah,
so there's 3 streams left this month? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we'll have about 3 more streams left in us, so we're going to start getting into the Yu-Gi-Oh! Characters that are outside of the original.
Thanks. Ash says it looks great.
Awesome. But yeah, so we're going to bounce. The next poll it's up right now is for the big 3. If you want to usurp Bleach, go in there and vote for either Naruto or One Piece. By that I mean please vote for One Piece. If any of them can win, just not Naruto. I would be so. I would just be like, man, I'm gonna have to
join for $1 and vote for Naruto, chat.
God, that sounds so miserable. I put it up there as a show of good faith in the people knowing that they would probably pick Bleach because it's getting a new anime soon, and Boruto is fucking ass. So. But my god, if people pick at Naruto, I'll be like, fuck, I'm only gonna draw Itachi and Madara, because no one's gonna fucking buy anything. Like,
just draw small ones for like all of them all month.
Yeah, right.
Cat.
If I did Naruto at least.
Yeah. That's
Bleach, you could probably if I do a large Haribel.
Oh yeah, you could definitely sell Haribel. Yeah.
Because how is it? It's spelled Harri.
I have no idea. I always remembered her name as Halbell, but that's definitely not what it actually is.
Yeah, I was like Haribel.
So
either way, the point is there's there's much sexier waifus in Bleach that have no merch that will probably sell. While Naruto, no one who likes Naruto has money. It's just a fact. It's
Join for $1 a month, only to vote against this man.
Yeah. It's just a fact, man.
And to feed this cat who is crying. He's so sad. No, he's been fed.
Yeah, he's been fed.
He's been fed.
He just wants attention.
He's lonely. Ash is like, no one who likes Naruto has money, and she's like dying laughing.
This thing's such a good quote.
It's true. I would post that as a story on Instagram. In fact, I'll tweet that. I'm going to tweet that right now.
No, don't do it. Our non-existent clout on Twitter.
Yeah, right. I'll just be like, look, man, I don't draw Naruto. No one who likes Naruto has money.
That's funny. Yeah, I think you've only drawn, like, what, one Naruto commission ever, maybe? I remember you drew the 4th Hokage for someone.
Yeah, that's it. It's the only time and that was back when the commissions were $50.
Yeah. And that I think is the only Naruto character I remember you drawing for anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
yeah,
that is pretty funny. But, alright, we're going to bounce. We're going to see what the cat's going on. What?
Oh, God, remember when my commissions were $50?
Yeah, right.
Crazy.
But, so we're going to bounce. Everyone, thanks for hanging out. Yeah, you have a good night. Everyone in chat, have a great night.
We'll catch you next week.
Yep.
Or next week, Saturday.
Yeah, we'll be here on Saturday. So, we'll see you then.